Hello and welcome. My name is Igor, and today I'm presenting SmartICS 3.3 release. As you all remember, SmartICS is a universal solution for automation and IoT projects designed with a no-code approach, making it easy to learn and absolutely easy and fast to use for your projects. SmartICS is a web technology-based solution, allowing access to your data from anywhere in the world, from any device, as long as you're using a standard browser. And at the same time, SmartICS does not need any separate development environment license. Right now, as a quick reminder, what are the best case scenarios and use cases? SmartICS, of course, can be used as a web portal for IoT and manufacturing digitization projects. So data collection and distribute for distributed locations is one absolutely interesting approach to use it. Of course, SmartICS can be used as a standard SCADA, telemetry, and monitoring solution for gathering data and controlling parameters remotely. Building management system and building automation systems as part of the infrastructure monitoring is also one interesting direction where SmartICS is used more and more frequently, as well as the Internet of Things and the industrial IoT gathering more and more friction over the last couple years, right? Basic features for SmartICS, as I already said, it's easy and fast to learn it and to use it, as well as to configure any project, to customize it or to update it, right? So speed here is a key. Another part is the web technology, allowing easy access to your data, and of course, a very clear and transparent licensing approach, making it very flexible for the system integrators. Now, if we move specifically to our topic, the SmartICS 3.3 release, right? So as you already know, every release we're trying to develop a native driver for one new protocol. This time is IEC 104. At the same time, we have improved and made big improvements in terms of trends page, as well as event log page. And of course, last but not least, we will briefly describe and show today the improvements that are related to user management or to the time zone, right? So if you allow me, I will turn on the quick demo that I have prepared, right? So here is the standard SmartICS page. Now, let's speak first of all about the new protocol, right? So of course, we go to the upper menu to data source, and we see the native driver IEC 104. Most of you know it. In terms of settings, everything is relatively standard and easy. How to add any parameter, how to set it up, the connection, absolutely easy and standard. IEC, of course, is used for more professional type of equipment, electrical equipment primarily, especially for the utility systems and electrical infrastructure, right? So here, in terms of connectivity and adding device, everything is relatively standard and easy. Once you try it, right, you will see that it's absolutely nice and very useful, right? Now, if you allow me, I will move to the trends page, right? So for the trend, what has improved? We first of all improved the interface, right? Let's create any trend. We just load the data, so the interface is much simpler and of course better, right? So you could see all the variety of settings that could be done. And of course, it could be, you can play around, right? You can set it up as you wish, right? As your customer is asking. At the same time, one interesting feature that I like is the one that I'm showing, the alarm. You highlight, basically, you zoom in and you zoom out, of course, and you can even make it possible that you select only the alarm or the unacknowledged alarm. So on the trends, this will be visible in a very nice way. Now, all the settings that you see right on the right side, this could be done as a group, right, for all the parameters, all the signals. But at the same time, after you save it, it could be done for individual, right? So if you wish to customize them differently, like select different lines, yeah, let's select just different lines, select the dot type, right? And of course you can fill it up, but again, it will be done only individually, right? You can do it as a group, of course, and for somebody it will be easier, but again, you just have to try and see. Important that you can customize, important that interface is much nicer, much easier to use. Now, of course, we kept the option to save. Let's quickly, yeah, how we save it, and then of course we download. So the user would have the option to download it and compare the database. Now, also one interesting feature that we added is the display of several graphs, right? So let me add a different graph. Again, I will select several signals for you to view, right? And of course, I'm loading the data. So, oops, that's a bit big. Let me zoom it out. Okay, let's zoom in. Now, what this gives me? This basically gives me two different graphs, right? But in one screen. This will help me to identify and compare, right? I would compare different signals. It could be done over a same period of time, right? Or I could use the same signal, but over different period of times. So basically, it's needed for a quick analysis, right? It could be done also for identifying a certain pattern, right? So if I need to see, I need to move it and I need to compare this having two different graphs, basically two trends, but in one page makes it much easier, right? So when I'm using it for data coming from different sources or different periods or different indicators, I can do it easily. So it would be nice and clear to view. Now, let me show you, for example, my favorite part. If we're talking about trends, so my favorite part, let me jump into my standard dashboard. So if I select any parameter, right, what is possible now, we can go directly to the trend line of this specific parameter, right? So of course you can save it as a hyperlink, right, and access. But if you just need to quickly see what has happened over a period of time, last 60 minutes, for example, you just go to trend line, right? You have it pre-given 60 minutes, you can change it, and then you can see deviations, you can zoom in, zoom out, you can customize it. Again, in a way to quickly compare, quickly customize it, and of course use it for analysis, right? So changing and improving the trends is one of the largest part of this release. We hope you like it. We hope you will test it and get back to us with some comments, some feedback. Now, what we also wanted to show is the event log, right? So let's go to the event log and see what has changed here. So what we did also, we tried to keep the same style, right? But we added the filtering and the setting option, right? So what we can do, we can filter by point, by parameter, or even by message, right? So again, if you are looking for a specific type of parameter, so let's choose door, for example. Yeah, so I'm typing door, I'm refreshing. So basically what I have all the parameters related to this signal door. Now let me filter by message, right? For example, open. So let's see all the event logs connected to door when they are open, right? So without a doubt, this is easy. It's quick to filter, to set it up, which will make it nice. And again, you can download and analyze later, right? Now, last but not least, we have added a bunch of smaller, but again, important type of modifications. For example, for users, right? What we added is the multi-input, right? What it is. So basically, starting with this release 3.3, users can log in from different browsers without being forced out of the original device, right? So when you create a user, absolutely new one, you have the option of monopoly access. So you just have to check in or check it out. At the same time, what we added is the option of the forced password. So basically, the user must change the password when the next time they log in. This is done basically because the admins, they don't have to invent passwords and then send it via different messengers, which is dangerous. So basically, the new user will be forced to create their own password. I think this is very nice, right? And of course, you see the alarms that are displayed in different fashion. Now, what other improvements we have done is the time zone. So let's quickly jump to the profile settings, right? So the time zone, now you can connect the server time to the selected time zone, right? So what does it mean? So this function basically allows you to synchronize all the servers and all the users that are located in different time zones. For example, distributed objects, different distributed locations, or different countries, right? So what it does is basically this helps you to get the correct data, right? You will display the correct data and all the calculations of the time before the event occurs, right? So before, if you had to compare and you had to try to guess and try to understand the difference with the time zone with the server, now you don't have to do it. The system will do it automatically, so it will be much easier for you. Good. So all in all, these are most important changes, right? Most important improvements. So what we would like to ask all of you, if you can kindly update SmartICS to 3.3 and try to test it out. Please share your feedback, your comments, your likes, your dislikes. Please make sure you subscribe to our YouTube page, right, where this video and many other, including some training and tutorial videos will appear. Please follow us on LinkedIn, and of course, visit our website to get some additional news and updates, right? So again, thank you very much for your attention. We will be waiting for your feedback, for your comments, and stay in touch. Thank you.